wanted to come to y'all and say this. I was debating on whether I wanted to open up about this or whether I was just gonna like silently do this and silently go through this, but I vowed to myself that I was gonna be honest and I was gonna be transparent about my journey and about where I am on my journey. And I want y'all to realize that this spiritual journey, this life journey, bettering yourself, healing yourself, things like that, it's not easy. And when you're doing shadow work, you are faced with parts of yourself that you have been denying for a really long time. You're faced to look at your ego, and you're faced to look at why you do the things that you do, and like the walls that you've built up, or the persona, or like the identity that you've built, being in survival mode. And y'all, when I say I know that, you know, I post a lot of smoke with me's, or maybe not a lot, but that is something that I do on my channel. I've been smoking weed since I've been 17 years old, y'all. Literally the first time I ever smoked, it was in rebellion to my mom, right? Because I was a teenager, and you know, me and my mom had a little argument and so I called myself going and smoking and, you know, just being a rebellious teen, right? And up until that point, fun fact, you know, growing up, I was one of those kids where I was like, oh, I'm never gonna drink, I'm never gonna smoke. I grew up watching my grandfather struggle with a drug addiction, you know, and I remember like being in this little like therapy group thing, and I remember like writing a poem about it and everything. Like when I was young, it really did affect me, you know. My dad struggled with drinking and things like that. Like I have a lot of addictive personalities in my family, and I always, you know, said, oh, I'm never gonna smoke, I'm never gonna drink, I'm never gonna do any of that type of stuff, right? Sorry y'all if it's getting dark, like I'm literally driving at nighttime, so yeah, but it's a late night reflection, so y'all already know the vibes, but just listen to the message, okay? So yeah, like up until that point, I was pretty sold on like, I'm never gonna drink, I'm never gonna smoke, blah, 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 right? Get to high school, going through my little teenager phase, I start smoking, right, in rebellion. But me smoking stemmed out of anger. Me smoking stemmed out of, again, being a teenager and feeling out of place and feeling like I don't fit in, you know, and weed is cool, right? Weed gives me friends. Weed gives me people to talk to, and da-da-da-da-da. So it's like I'm smoking as a way of building this new identity in order to get away from this current identity that I don't like, right? Or at least, you know, like that was what it was when I was a teenager. And, you know, I know like a lot of people like to say, oh, weed isn't addicting, whatever, you know, I don't care. You have your own like opinion and all that stuff, but I know that I definitely use weed as a form of escapism. I know that I use weed as a crutch. I know that I use weed as like a form to just escape, you know, especially as a parent. When I get time to myself, when I get time to just unwind, girl, nice blunt, okay? I smoke me a blunt. That's how I relax. That's how I wind down, right? Yeah, like that's just what it is with me. But I know that that's not a positive thing, right? I know that that's not a positive thing, and I know that that's not okay, y'all. And it's really just been fucking with me. Like, it's really just been fucking with me, y'all. And I've had this thought process, well, not this specific thought process. Like, I'm just now coming to the terms that I've built an identity around smoking weed. Like, if you ask anybody about me, like, I'm known as the stoner. Like, if I'm coming to events and shit like that, I'm the high one. Like, I'm usually the one that's smelling like bag, you know. I gotta spray my damn perfume on me and shit because I'm coming in toasted, okay? That's just what it is. Like, even my mom knows me that way, right? Like, if I'm coming to the family functions, baby, I'm smoking, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna smoke before, I'm gonna smoke during, and I'm gonna go home and smoke after. Like, that's just how it is, you know. And I know that that's not a positive thing. I know that that's not good, you know. And Spirit has just really, really been getting on me about it. And I'm not really making this video to give advice to anybody who's also struggling with it, because like I just said, I'm still struggling with it, you know. I'm just making this video as a late night reflection because it's a reflection, right? And you know, I'm just really like being made aware of how I can level up and how I can better myself, you know, and how I can further myself on my journey. You know, I really want to be able to function in the world sober. I really want to be able to function in the world and not have to smoke a blunt. I want to be able to talk and be, you know, like, I just wanted my words to flow when I'm not high. You know, I feel like I have my best conversations when I'm high, and I hate that. You know, I struggle with anxiety and my depression. Because of my spiritual practices, my depression honestly has not been bad. Like, I really can honestly say, like, I haven't had any suicidal thoughts. I haven't had any thoughts of just like, oh my gosh, I'm just this fucked up, terrible person. Like, I honestly haven't had any thoughts like that in a while. Thank God, right, for my wellness practices. But I still struggle with anxiety, you know, and I feel like the weed does not make it any better. The weed be making me paranoid, girl. You know, I be tapping in, okay, and I be having to try and ground myself, baby, because I swear I be up through here, okay? And it just, I don't know, it just doesn't give me the same effect anymore. And I feel like that's how I know that I'm done smoking weed, because it's like, it don't even give me the same feeling no more. It's not even like a good high or like, ooh, you know. It's more of just like, I know in my heart that I did it just because, you know. And I just hate that. I hate that. And I was watching, I think her name is Christina Lopes on YouTube, and she was talking about how like your quantum body moves faster than your human body, right? So I know, like, my higher self knows, right, that I'm done smoking weed. I'm over it. It doesn't give me the same high. But because I've built up the habit, literally 999 on this license plate in front of me, but because I've built up the habit of smoking weed, because I've made that my identity, because I associate myself as the stoner girl, as the stoner chick, because that has made it's been my crutch for so long. It's been my best friend for so long. It's been my picker-upper for so long. And now, since I'm getting more into my wellness practices and I'm starting to realize that, hey, you know, I really want to be able to function through the world sober, it's like I'm having this like push-pull thing with myself. You know, and I just really feel like I had to come on here and I had to tell this to y'all, because I do make smoke with me videos and stuff like that. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna be done with the smoke with me videos, honestly, because again, y'all, it's not healthy for me. Like, and I feel like me making content like that really just throws it off, you know. It really just throws it off, you know. Yeah, you know, like I met with my friend Simone a few days ago, and she was talking about how like she quit smoking weed and stuff, and I'm just like, girl, I feel you. Like, I feel like for the universe to be bringing people in my life that, you know, had to quit smoking weed, I feel like the universe is like, yeah, girl, with no more, you know, no more. It's came out in card readings that I've pulled for myself and everything, y'all. Like, when I say spirit has been on me heavy, like, I've probably had this thought process for like 3 years now, but now it's getting to where like it's a nagging feeling. It's a nagging feeling. And now when I smoke, I don't feel like a good high anymore. I'm usually just feeling paranoid, or I'm feeling like I can't really control me being, you know, tapped into the spirit or whatever. Like, I just feel weird, you know. And it's not all the time, but it's usually most of the time that I feel this way. But it used to be a time I didn't feel that way at all, you know. So I know that something's off. I know that it's time for me to let this go. It's definitely a habit that I'm not finding it easy to kick. For these last 2 weeks, I've been trying to stop smoking weed, and girl, by the end of the night, I'm picking up a blunt. And it's y'all, I'm so irritated. And I feel like I'm so far behind on my journey, even though I know that I'm not. I know that I'm progressing. I know that I'm where I need to be, but it's just like, this is that shadow work. Like, it makes you look at yourself. It makes you look at the shit that you need to change, you know? And it's not always fun. Well, shadow work is not fun at all, you know, but it's not fun. It's not fun. But it's necessary, you know, it's necessary. And I know one day I'm going to look back on this video and I'm going to have been sober for like 15 years, girl. And I'm going to be able to remember stories of, you know, when I was smoking weed with my friends, and, you know, how now I don't do it anymore and stuff like that. So I know that this is just a phase in my life, and it's just getting over this hump, this curve, this obstacle, this tower moment, you know. It's all good though. We're all good. I'm all good. But yeah, I just wanted to really be transparent with y'all and share this late night reflection with y'all, because I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and y'all know I'ma always be honest and open and transparent about my shit, okay? Because we don't sugarcoat shit over here, okay? This is a journey full of ebbs and flows and ups and downs and good days and bad days and in between days, and we just trying to ride this shit out, you know? So yes, y'all, I love y'all so much. I feel like I didn't really say shit. I feel like I wasn't really helpful. I just kind of told y'all like how I was struggling, but hey, at the end of the day, babes, I just want you to know that you're not alone. If you're struggling, and, you know, maybe you're not struggling with weed, but you're struggling with something else, you know, you have other addictions and shit like that, other bad habits and other negative thought patterns and things like that. So Yes, I'm done making my identity as this stoner chick. I'm done. I want to separate myself from weed. I want to separate myself from that shit. And I'm completely rebranding myself. It's 2024, babe. I'm in a personal year 1, okay? It's time to set new seeds, plant new seeds and walk into new beginnings and new opportunities. And I can't do that shit with my past hanging over my head, and I can't go into new beginnings with old habits. So yes, y'all, I love y'all so much. Peace and blessings, and thank y'all for just listening to me and for being here with me. I love y'all so much. Peace.